what you needed? A chance to go ahead and chisel away at something covered in dirt and uncover something that may eventually be treasure. Which is really like, oh, look at that. She's so engrossed. Authentication confirmed from authenticating an artifact. Yes, yes. I think that that's really, really helping her restore a little bit of her sense of self and a little bit of her sense of stability after well, you know, that date reality TV show didn't quite go over the way that we thought it would with Uka Benipo, and then I disappeared for a few weeks because I ended up getting well, unfortunately very sick, but also I went off the deep end. I went off the deep end. I completely, utterly the deep end. Let's put that to the side for the minute, but let me just assure you guys that maybe there might be a series of 3 or 4 notebooks filled with ideas on how to build all sorts of Sims adventures, on how to go ahead and expand our Sims worlds, how to link together all of the stories that we have told, how to go ahead and use random generators in order to really add quite a bit of spice to our Sims lives. I may or may not— oh my gosh, is that a cow plant? That's a cow plant! Okay, I vaguely remember that billboard existed. I completely forgot about it until now, and now I'm in love, and I totally need to make that woman. I need her to be like some sort of official cow plant farmer, researcher, seller. I don't care. Has anybody made any modded flower bouquets that have cow plants in them? Tiny little cow plants. Oh, my eyes. I swear I have tears in my eyes right now. Okay, but anyway, well, hello everyone, and welcome back. Yes, to Wedding Rags, to Axolotl Riches this time around. Island Axolotls, I should say. And yes, we are indeed going to be working with the Axolotls. Oh yes, we have another little one over here, thank goodness. I can go ahead and have them come over and maybe work on that in just a second. But I have some explaining to do. Basically, I went off the deep end when it comes to our Sims adventures, and I put a lot of pressure on myself and ended up with a wiki for our Sims adventures, and ended up with lots and lots of ideas and notes and some other things. I'll be making a Patreon vlog to talk about it. Have been going on, obviously, behind the scenes, but things are going to be beautiful and wonderful because I have the best, most supportive husband in the world. Our patrons have always, in so many of you, when I say that, it's a catch-all phrase for like kind people who have helped to make our community possible. Basically, I'm pulling it all together, and one step at a time, like really diving deep into loving our adventures. And sometimes those steps can take me off a deep end that make me forget that all that really matters for being able to cherish our stories and our adventures, for finding the secret keys that unlock mysteries of laughter and triumph and exploration, is showing up and just chaotically tumbling through whatever is there. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it's even better when it's just chaos of being together. That's kind of the whole point of what makes it so great. Also, I wish the lights would stop turning off here, but that would be the fact that we're in a haunted museum. So yeah, I apologize for it being so long since the last episode. Like I said, I'm going to really try to put on my braveness and like make a little vlog kind of going into some of it. And then also, I'm gonna be super duper putting on my braveness and doing what we can just to keep going forward on our adventures and our stories, chaotic though they might be. And somehow, maybe we'll even find a way to make some of the piles of ideas that I have to show you for everything ranging from Sims, oh gosh, you know you went in the deep end when you even ended up with a tax system, but also like education systems, club systems, random generators, new ways to be able to add in a lot more personality for your Sims by figuring out what mood they're in, and then figuring out what need they have and how they might feel those needs differently than other Sims. I also have, I'm trying to figure out how to contact a few modders behind the scenes to see if I can like put out little tiny commissions that just are free for anybody. I just desperately need somebody to free my axolotls, among other things. Basically, maybe we'll even make some of those things happen too. But none of it happens if you aren't there for the story. And now, that's where we are. Back with Nilui, back with Ukapanipo, and back with Leo, who I'm quickly... Leo, you two are supposed to be playing chess together. All right, Ukapanipo, you hate chess. So did you basically say, All right, let's see if I can get these two to play chess together. Because here we have Leo. He's feeling pretty fearless right now because he is indeed with his new best friends. He is so... I think I missed that part. Still getting used to the attraction systems, by the way. Oh, he has sentiments about Ukapanipo. I know they've got my back and closer from happy memories. That's wonderful because you really need to work with your sister Ira, and that's something we have been kind of like struggling to keep up with. But I think, ironically enough, Leo actually might be able to believe in ghosts now because he's at about 2,000 reward points. We'll deal with that in a second. He got a little worried about the fact that Nilui and Ukapanipo seem to be fighting. I think Leo has put a lot of emotional weight on Ukapanipo and Nilui kind of being there with each other. He lost his sister. He is still trying to figure out his place in the world after graduating and needing to figure out, like, he's been tossed out of the clique, I suppose, is a good way. The nest, the clique, the enclave of academia. And he's trying to find a way back in by maybe even becoming a professor himself of natural sciences or history or a blend thereof. But he doesn't have anybody who has his back. I mean, think about how disorienting that is. If you have been a studious student for a very long time, he never knew his father. He grew up mostly living with his grandmother because Leo's mother, who's around here somewhere, there you are, Celia, she has a romantic heart, and she does tend to go ahead and chase after other people more than, yeah, she's not really big into kids, her, but Edith, Leo's grandmother, was definitely excellent at helping to raise him, and he always tried really hard to be, like, good for her. So he studied very hard and put his head down, ended up in some good schools, ended up going ahead and getting scholarships into some of those prep academies. Next thing you know, he's been fostered inside of the enclave of academia for most of his adult life. And then they kick you out because you stop paying and you stop getting the degrees. And they're like, if you want to come back, earn it. And you don't have advisors. You don't have academic committees. You don't have anybody to tell you what to do anymore. That's where Leo's at. So, of course, he fell back on relying on the OG source of someone telling him what to do. An older sister. And then, you know, Ira, or I guess a sister. I think he's actually a little older, if I remember correctly. Then Ira died. First day. And so what is Leo to do? He has put way more emotional weight into his connection, apparently, with Ukapanipo and Nilui than might be healthy in the long term. Perhaps. We'll have to see how that goes. And apparently, I need to keep an extra eye out for it because I didn't realize, Leo, that there's a lot of attraction going on there. Huh. What about for Nilui? Oh dear, that's a lot. Oh wait, no, those are her attractions, I think. Okay, romantic feelings are neutral. Okay, neither attracted nor unattracted. I don't know if maybe, I don't know which way, like any directions that Leo might think about love. But I think maybe Ukapanipo talking about romance may have biased him to that, so we'll have to see. Anyway, Leo was quite worried because it seemed as though his bond with his new friends and the way that he feels he can rely on them to help bring his sister Ira back, if that's even a thing, he's having a hard time accepting the idea that maybe she just might not be around anymore. I also love how he's kind of buried that under like, yes, my friends, you know, camaraderie, deep connection, shared joy. I'm with my people. Absolutely not thinking about like the fact that my sister died in a house fire because that didn't happen. We're going to have him come over and play with Ukapanipo because now that Ukapanipo and Nilui seem to be doing a little better, stepping away from that reality TV show, and also Nilui stepping away from Ukapanipo for a minute, just to be honest. It hit me when they had that little tiff that she's often turned to her friends on the islands, who shouldn't be here, you guys. I have a new mod installed that should actually prevent people who shouldn't be here from showing up outside of their home regions. We'll have to see how that works. And Nilui, we're gonna have you come over. Can I practice architectural analysis there? And she, and she does want to discuss logic puzzles too, which would be quite fun. And I think that she could do that. Maybe we'll have her do that with Leo in a minute then. If she's excited about authenticating something, maybe we'll have him do that. And it looks like Ukapanipo is like, heck no, I'm not going to go ahead and like play chess. That sounds so boring. But we might have Ukapanipo turn Leo down for chess then. Leo needs chess because he needs to reach logic level 2 before tomorrow's workday begins. But he also needs to survey the wildlife at Malupalam and explore the cave at Malupalam. Let me put that down on my list. If anybody knows of a mod that lets you do that outside of Malupalam, I desperately cannot find that cave anywhere inside of the debug cheats. If you guys know where that cave is that I could put outside of that home region, that'd be great, because one of the things I am working on for our Sims is making some house rules about traveling between worlds. It should cost a pretty penny to go to some island as beautiful as Hawaii, if you ask me. And I'm even thinking about having places like a cruise boat that the Sims would have to be on for a certain number of days, or an airport they'd have to be in for a certain number of days or hours, just to kind of like have those chance encounters of meeting people from around the world, like at spots like that. That'd be really fun. Ooh, are these dig sites showing up? Oh, they are! And we have this fantastic excavation dig site thing popping up over here to celebrate the fact that it is next to this museum. So sorry, I just jumped from airports to excavating, but basically that's one of those things I have been working on way too much behind the scenes. Wow, speaking it out loud to all of you makes me feel extremely accountable and like I need to actually just do it and not just think about it forever. Is this accountability? Boy, that's a void to stare into. Oh boy. But going along with all of the things that we're doing for this haunted museum and how I've already fallen in love with it and that it's where Leo is working from, we returned to the haunted museum because Nilui was about ready to go ahead and throw her coconut shell brazier right at Ukapanipo's head for just how stressful that date had been. Apparently, you should not try to go on any kind of date if you have angry moodlets because the date will immediately end badly. Now we know dating's a little different. And Ukapanipo, he's got a lot to learn about the romance, and we're going to be reviewing that in just a minute. But because he is not going to be playing chess with Leo, let's actually have the two of them come over and focus on task numero uno. Taking care of the axolotls, for crying out loud. Taking care of them. Okay, let's have him come over and maybe go fishing together, go here together. Let's have him... I mean, we could have Ukapanipo come. Ukapanipo, like, when he needs to cool off, he loves swimming, and he also wants to, like, figure out how to take care of, like, the romance stuff, because that date didn't work, and so I want these two to get a chance to maybe just, like, come and talk about it, because I think Ukapanipo would calm down by basically talking with Leo and be like, I can't believe that didn't work. I mean, it was supposed to be cool, right? Ask for help cleaning. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Maybe go here. You know what? Just go here together, you two. Not Nilui. We'll have her stay here. And what happens if she's gonna just stay focused? This, especially because she wants to discuss logic puzzles and find collectibles. Maybe we'll send her out to go find some collectibles in a minute. I think this is gonna help keep her calmer. Then chasing out after the boys. Oh, it feels so good to be back here with them. I don't know why in my head this was going to be like a lot more complex. And I was making it far more complex. I think it's just because I wanted to tell you guys a great story. And I got myself in a little bit of a tangle about it. Oh, an incoming phone call from Makoa. I mean, well, it's gone now. Boy, I'm terrible at answering the phone in real life too. Also, just so you guys know, the tool mod has updated! I still feel like I could cry about that because the tool mod is the amazing mod that lets you put items off of the lot that you're currently on. That is fantastic, and that is also desperately needed for this world, just so you know, because here's what this world looks like when you don't have the tool mod. Do you see how... Look, you can go over here. You could play over here. You could have a picnic table. You could have a party. You could have a whole art club. You could possibly have even a fun little flower fair. There's all this space for activities that don't exist. Guess what? Now with the tool mod, I'm trying really hard to mostly focus on doing it off screen. But you know what? That's part of the pressure. I'm just going to be a Seri and try to bring whatever that means to you guys. But now, with the lovely tool mod, we now have lampposts that actually look really cute. That I've gone ahead and I have made. So we have some cute little lampposts that I have started scattering around to just these lampposts you actually can't interact with at all. They do light some things up, but I really feel like the world is too dark anyway. So I've gone ahead and I have put a ton of these little lampposts absolutely freaking everywhere. They look fantastic. I really like them. We're going to start having a whole bunch of other things off lot, like the fact that we have this little section next to the University Museum that I will be decorating with like a fun little romantic looking foyer. And then we're going to have some little chests. There's some little tea over here. Don't worry. I know some people are always laughing because it's like, Seri, you really go all in on the tool mod and not the story. And I do mean to go in on the story too. I also want to like figure out a way to kind of set this up so it looks like a fun spot where professors can bring their students out to kind of research the excavation and that bit. And I've been thinking about things like the fact that Leo wants to have a successful leader of the pack club, right? Also perform. I feel like we should have gotten the heck out of this ages and ages ago. Perform 10 club activities. What do we currently have as club activities? Because look for axolotls, conservation activities, write, fish, be friendly with axolotls. We should easily hit this. Because this is spread the word, achieve level 5 charisma, talk about club with 5 club members. Aw, we might even have like a second little axolotl club that isn't the main group that he could go ahead and run for that. And we can go ahead and they can use their money that they gather to actually add to the world. That's one of the things, gameplay wise, that I want to start putting into our sim stories is that now that the tool mod is back in, one of the things I plan on doing is having different clubs and different people donate things to the world. So imagine Leo and our like a little crew here spending some of their own money to change the world by making like a little garden that we could put down, and it could be donated by our little axolotl club. Or imagine even doing it in more silly or negative ways where Ukapanipo over here wants to do something like a selfie. Oh my gosh, imagine you guys, there are like these little spots that clearly have some graffiti, right? What if we put pictures, selfies of Ukapanipo around the place? Or what if I could figure out some sort of way to get like some sort of graffiti look? Oh my gosh, can I do that? We might have to do that. He might learn how to do some painting literally just so Ukapanipo can make some sort of stylized custom picture of himself that we can leave tucked around as like his little calling card. That's hilarious. I am going to have to write that one down because that's totally something he would do. But the tool mod really absolutely expands everything that you can do with the world and that you can do with the stories. And there's some ideas of what I was thinking about. But all right, I have now finished feeding my Tamagotchi with my other hand, like while I was telling you guys all that, and we can carry on with this story. I'll try to stop multitasking. But all right, Ukapinipo. While Leo's coming over here, you go ahead and do aquatic lure. And then why don't you examine that water? Nalui is practicing her archaeological analysis, which seems to be making her focused and feeling good. Oh, and then that's one of the other things I wanted to do with Nalui at some point is I want her, since we actually need Leo to get his logic skill up, I actually think that she would make a great mentor because she's already level 10 in logic. That may go down in the future because I have other things I want to start adding to our world that make skills drop for our Sims. They live so long that it would be really also very fitting if Sims don't stay great at the skills that they have because they have to learn new things or different aspects of what they know change. You have to continue to learn your entire life in order to stay really involved in the things that matter to you. And so I was thinking we could go ahead and we could, like, her logic skill might go down in the future, but for now, while it's still so high because she knows so much about biology in particular, I think she might be able to mentor Leo if he was doing something to do with logic. As long as she had, let's see, the mentor skill. And I think mentor is, or not skill, excuse me, the mentor trait. And there it is. Once mentors reach level 10 in certain skills, the mentor interaction becomes available and they can help other Sims improve their skills even more quickly. We're going to grab that because that's going to be fantastic for us. And then she's got a lot of reward points still. Do we have anything? She is super friendly. She already has 6th sense if I remember correctly. We'll kind of start stacking that up again because I want to do something cool with the reward points later. But yay! Okay, I really think having the mentor skill is important for her, or the trait. I've never actually used it before, I think, but I really want her to be able to like help out with some of the other traits. Let's see, and Ukapinipo is, or have her help with some of the other skills. Ukapinipo, I'm actually going to give everybody the mentor trait because I think these 2,000 aspiration points they have actually was from maybe a glitch. And so if we end up with over 2,000 on Leo again, because I think it's a little early for him to believe in ghosts and his sister because everything's been just so busy. I feel like giving him mentor and giving him night owl fit his personality a lot. And now I feel like that's a more reasonable level for his reward points to be at before we start trying to have our convince him that ghosts exist arc. Oh, did I just set us back a little bit? Yes, but it was for good reason. All right, Leo, also get this axolotl. And now that we're here, and now that he's got his friends, he's got Ukapinipo, he's got Nalui, I think we can start finally working on the axolotls again. And if I have you place it in the world, what do you do, friend? Look at our little axolotl! Hi, friend! And then Ukapinipo examined the waters and noticed a tilapia, but didn't notice any new varieties of fish. Well, Ukapinipo, he has not revealed that he's a mermaid to Leo. I don't think it really... He's being a little more cautious now that they're in the big cities and not on the islands, and he's like, things are a little different here. But I think we'll have him do some fishing. And then I'm going to have Leo study, maybe survey. You need to be more interested in this cute little axolotl. Also, yes, there is a pink axolotl in there. I feel like that should give you some logic or something. Or like conservation points or anything. We'll work on it. No, that's fashion. Where's a boost for looking at the axle? I am offended. I am Axolotl-y offended. And then I'm gonna have him survey wildlife. Let's have him do a survey to see if we can get that bit for his work. And Gertie the ghost. Hello there. The name's Gertie. It looks like you could use some help with this whole haunted house predicament. And thankfully I happen to be an expert on the matter. Don't you worry, I'm a good spirit. Alright. I think the haunted house is indeed still working at the haunted museum. And I like the idea that Nalui just popped out and she's like, where is everyone? Like, where are the boys? And like we should be going ahead and maybe talking now that she's calmer because she got to go ahead and chisel away at some dirt and reveal some secrets. She is looking for a bathroom. Are you literally going to go into like the creepy haunted museum basement because you're just trying to find a bathroom, Nalui? Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's literally not where I thought this was going at all. Gertie, are you feeling like, is this ghost feeling flirty? Because I do not need Nalui being romanced by a ghost. I feel like maybe a respectful introduction, cheerful introduction. How would you introduce yourself to a ghost? Funny introduction? Rude introduction? I mean, he is kind of like in the bathroom. Nalui, you being you, I feel like it wouldn't be rude, but I feel like maybe let's do, where's scream because you see a ghost? Does that count as rude? Does unflirty count as romance? What if you wanted to like set the tone for not being romantic? All right, we're gonna do unflirty just because I think that it's unflirty to meet somebody in a bathroom. I think Uko Panipo just got introduction to attraction. At a glance, she has a neutral attraction to Gertie. Well, we're not trying to flirt with him. I was trying to do an unflirty introduction. We do not need a flirty ghost in the bathroom. This is why I shouldn't be maybe discussing this. Share personal details, show photos, he's discussing local fishing spots. He knows that we're here with the merman. That's the only thing I can explain. Nalui's like, all right, she's going outside. Oh, that's hilarious. I like the idea that she's off to go find where the guys are. She's like, okay, this is weird. And maybe it would help to talk about the ghost in the museum's basements with them. So that we can try to figure out what we're gonna do there. Master the writing skill because you're romantically reserved. What? Leo, where does that have to do with anything whatsoever? I do appreciate that you have indeed gotten some of these research datas. Let's send it to the research center. I think that helps out his job abilities, and we just need to get him to level 2 now of logic. All right, we might have him do some, maybe he and Nalui can talk about logic and ghosts and other things in just a minute, because she's kind of looking for that. But Uka Panipo, I wanted you to have a chance to come over and talk to Leo, because I feel like it would be funny if Uka Panipo unintentionally used the romance blanket. And, okay, not to snuggle, but maybe he could use it to share food without meaning to, because he got these chocolate strawberries. Nalui didn't want them, and he's sort of like unsure about what he did wrong because Nalui was so upset about that date. And I feel like he wants to talk like romance shop unintentionally. So I wonder, let's see. Can we just have a good sit? So, there we go. I think that would be... Then what? Are you guys gonna talk? Can you maybe... Like... Hello? Maybe gossip. I like the idea that he's just trying to be like, I don't know what's up with her. I think I did something that it just didn't work. Let's see. Create a custom relationship for it. Learn more. Oh my gosh. Are we being interrupted by a random person? Okay. Ukapanipo is trying to share a secret. Let's see. And we haven't performed some club activities, which is interesting. I wonder if the axolotl is not counting. We might have to really investigate that. Support Ukapinipo's facial hair. Oh my gosh, that's an accident to like move on that one. But I feel like Leo would do that just to be like, I don't know what's up with Nilui, but we're gonna try to like work this out. We'll try to make sure it's okay. Oh, somebody's doing something that counts as Nilui. She's off to bed. Fine. All right, fine. The boys are just gonna be over here, like they're laughing, they're chatting, they're having a good time. I don't know why you, sir, thought that you needed to like interject yourself in this conversation, but we will. Didn't there used to be a way where you could be like, shoo, shoo? Well, maybe we can talk about, fish? Be friendly with Axolotl-y, conservation actions, right, fish. Dun 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 dun. Okay, you know what? If you guys are just doing that on your own, I'm not going to complain. And if you want to just complete those club activities, is this guy just randomly here so that we could go ahead and like learn more about the world, axolotls? Does he have opinions? Why? Convinced to bathe? Can we, I guess... Okay, no, now, Ukapinipo, don't you dare, don't you... Okay, good, he's just going fishing. I thought he was going to go ahead and try to, like, go be a mermaid. I don't know who you are, sir. But... Thanks for stopping by. Alright. Maybe, can I have him go fishing with Ukapinipo? At least they seem to be getting along okay. I don't think that's... Oh, it is counting as a club activity. Okay, let's actually complete this. We can accomplish one heckin' thing by the end of tonight. That will be at least they went fishing together. Maybe they got a chance to, like, talk and become better friends. Nilui saw a ghost in the basement, decided that was enough, and couldn't find where the guys ran off to. Ooh! Ukapinipo can now catch anglerfish, which lurk in the deepest waters. Master fishermen may now share some insider secrets on the rarest fish when asked about secret fishing spots. He's become more adept at sea fishing and can catch the coveted bluefin tuna. Alright, Uki, I have an idea. I don't know what you just caught, but I have an idea. Let's see. He got a Lamacon walking toy. Oh, because he just gained the fishing skill, and I spent so long yimmering and yammering at you guys about the various things that one can do to kind of build up your world and make it even more dynamic. Here is an example of what I'm talking about. Let's actually have... Let's see. I want... Like, for instance, the Oasis Springs fishing spot. Let's see if we can do something. Can I put that somewhere out in the world? To celebrate Ukapinipo was here. And so he now has level 7. He can catch rare fish. Can I get the... Here's the Willow Creek. Here's the Oasis Springs Rare Fish Pond. Can I... Did I just make a big mistake? No, no I didn't. We got this, we got this. So here's the Rare Fish Pond. Here's the vast emptiness that is this realm. Can I make this work? Can we say Ukapinipo helped to discover a spot? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna just absolutely lose it if I can't do anything over there. Wait, okay, the fish pond, it needs a more flat zone. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it, friends. This is gonna happen. We're gonna make it happen. Because this is too empty. It's driving me mad. And then it also is a good way to kind of end off on a good note of an example of what I meant. Okay, almost. I think we're almost there. Of what I meant by being able... Close. Being able to change the world in positive ways around you, as long as you can find where those positive ways can fit. All right, Uki, we're gonna do this. We're gonna, maybe I need to like shrink it down a little bit or something, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna find a way to make it so the pond looks nice. The ground must be just a little bit cattywampus. Can I... That might get in the way of a whole bunch of things, wouldn't it? Like the little walking trail. And that might float above the water a little. All right, look. We're gonna find a way to make this work. I'm not exactly sure how, but now we can go ahead and we can look for frogs over here. And we will figure out a way to make it so that this little pond is not quite as chaotic as it currently looks, and we can have our Sims come and celebrate thanks to Ukapanipo's presence and the way that he was able to go ahead and get his master, or the little fishing skill leveled up. Okay, look, yes, this is why I've been so distracted lately, because I get caught up doing this kind of stuff. All right, let's have him actually examine the water over there now. I want to see if that works. And then don't worry, I'll come up with some plan on how to make this look proper, even if I've got it. It would just be a whole bunch of like little grasses. It could look like a little wetland over here. Of course. Think of it, friends. That's a perfect way to go ahead and celebrate the fact that it has got like axolotl energy, is just having a little wetland that we've got. And now I'll work on that. And then next time when you guys come back, you'll be like, oh my gosh, look at how nice it is. Oh, this is so lovely, Seri. And we'll always remember like this time and this moment with Ukapanipo and the crew. And meanwhile, I feel like he noticed a beta, but did none other. Oh, come on, Ukapanipo. Like, could you find maybe a frog or something over there? That'd be kind of cool. Can he actually? Oh my gosh, he can. That's so much more useful than an empty spot. Okay, that makes me really happy. And now we have a new type of fish area we can go ahead and use. And I've gone ahead and like yammered and been kind of hilarious. But should we finish with him and Leo watching the stars? And a terrible misunderstanding of Leo, like Leo and Ukapanipo trying to work out what it means. Oh, that's a huge fish. Good job, Leo. I think that's actually the first fish. I guess if you're about to watch the stars with Ukapanipo, that's funny. That would be. That would absolutely be the And now he wants to meet an alien from being a knowledge sim. We're gonna sell this fish to say that's part of like the research they've been doing on the fish in the area. And I'm gonna laugh my head off because I think that this is a giant misunderstanding. Okay. Leo, strong feelings for his friends. Ukapanipo, what I imagine he's doing right now is actually asking his friend Leo what he did wrong with Nilui and how he could possibly make this better. Also, now it's raining. That's going to make Ukapanipo extremely happy as a merman, but I guess that does put an end to any potential accidental snuggling. However, it does leave Leo in a fantastic mood. So, time to wrap this party up. They're going to go ahead and we will have the crew, the kitten caboodle, the whole group come back home. Or come back to the museum where apparently things are haunted. Nilui, where are you sleeping? Nilui's over on this side of the museum for now. No wonder she was a little worried. Like, is there somebody over here? There's somebody huddled in bed over there. I don't even know who that is, but this is why, like, Ukapanipo, he might end up staying up all night and just like rummaging around in the kitchens. This is hilarious. This is so hilarious because I love the idea that Ukapanipo can't find Nilui. He tries to find her in this gigantic place and just can't. And so then he ends up in the one place that he knows works, which is the kitchen. And I might have him come over He would definitely do quick meals, and he would definitely do things like burritos, I think, or noodles. What would a merman like? Maybe, would he like cup noodles? Or maybe he would rummage around and a quick meal. What would he probably think? Animal crackers were hilarious. Let's see. Peas, power sip midnight, power sip llama berry. I don't even know what those are. That's interesting. I feel like he would just come in and he would just grab something. Make a wedding cake. Oh my gosh, make a sack lunch. That is ukapanipo. Fried plantains, onigiri. He's not one for cooking, really. So I think we'll just have him like literally grab a quick meal. And it'll be just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I think he got overwhelmed and just went for what he could find. And then we'll send Leo over here to come. Oh, look, the music is playing from this jukebox. We're gonna send Leo over here and we're gonna go ahead and let him sleep in this bed and see if he can make it through the haunted night. His satisfaction points, I think, are going up from a combination of hanging out with Ukapanipo and then also like also the haunted house that we're at. Boy, this has turned into a gigantic long ramble, but that's okay. Oh, and actually, Ukapanipo, I'm gonna have you come back over here and you're gonna do us a big favor of going fishing 3 more times so that we can hopefully... Wait, is it? It's you! You're the one who has to do the club activities. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Forget sleep. I'm gonna send Leo over here. Yes, have I gone back and forth on this? Yes. Has it been kind of chaotic? Yes. But we're gonna wrap up this night of misunderstandings with mermaids, this night of Nalui ending up being flirted with by a flirty ghost she found at the bottom of a haunted museum, leading her to question a lot of things about her own well-being. And Ukapanipo once again collecting a bunch of the different fish in order to go ahead and grill them about where's that, like, that lost ring that weird guy in a bear suit keeps crying about. Because of course it's normal for people to talk to fish after all. But we'll have him collect them. And then you, sir, are you close to... We'll have Leo go fishing a couple more times to finish off these club activities, because it's been a bit. And he definitely should have... There, one more time. You think it would count for duration of fishing? But there, now we have completed that level. He now is realizing if he wants to make a difference for the axolotls of the world, he needs to achieve level 5 charisma skill and talk about club with 5 club members. Which means we might need to have a PR club that he can tend to, that might even just have the charisma skill, that we could just put people who he maybe does like a little nature tour with, in a group together. His satisfaction points are going through the roof. I think the haunted house is a little broken, but maybe that'll give us a chance to learn about Ghost eventually. Also, I'm going to write down all the different plots I've been discussing, and maybe we'll focus on just one and other potentialities next time. I'll do my best. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Ooh, what'd you catch, Ukapanipo? Is it that ring? It's a topaz. I'll take it.